Hello friends, welcome to TMXing Adventures. It is Lisa here and we are well and truly over halfway through our gift giving bingo, or just making things for your Christmas celebrations this year. Today we are making a beautiful infused oil. You might decide to do a different recipe. You could do a chili oil or a garlic oil. There are so many oil flavors. Go to the supermarket, stand there and look at the infused oils, look at the price tag, and then make your own, okay? Today we're taking this recipe from the US Cookidoo. So if you can't find it, it's called lemon rosemary infused oil. If you can't find it, you need to change your filters. If you need a hand to do that, reach out. I'm more than happy to help you, and you can find my details over on my website. Do me a favor today and share these videos. I know I say it, but people need to know how easy it is to do amazing things with their Thermomix. And if we don't show them, they don't know, right? So we're going to make the infused oil. It's so incredibly easy. I'm even portioning this down because I really only need one bottle for a hamper this year. I don't need 5 bottles, I think that this makes. So we're going to make just one bottle. So make a smaller batch, a third of a batch. Actually make 6 bottles. We go start on a recipe. Now there is no auto adjust on this recipe, so I'm just going to manually do it in my head. That's a bit of a risk when it comes to me and maths, but that's okay. We'll give it a go. By the way, if you're watching on today, say hi. I'd love to know you're there. If you've got questions, just reach out. Along the way, I do love to hear from you. So it says to wash 8 sprigs of rosemary and let them dry thoroughly. So put them out in the sun, let them dry. Into a Thermomix, you're going to put some lemon, thin peel, no pith. So you get your lemon grater and you literally just peel off little tiny slithers of lemon. Remembering I'm making probably about a third batch with this, okay? So we just tick it off when we've done it. You can make this on whatever model you've got, okay? Remember that as well. Well, 2 prepared rosemary sprigs. So being that I'm making a smaller portion, I am just going to put in this amount. In this goes. Okay, next. We're going to grind 10 second speed 10. I love the grinding of the Thermomix. Don't know where that is. We're just going to go with that. So 10 second speed 10 is amazing. As long as your bowl's dry. If your bowl's wet, or that rosemary is still wet, or the lemon is still wet, you won't get a good chop. Okay, so 10 second speed 10 is all you need. Oh, look at that. We're going to chop it again in a second. Scrape down the sides with a spatula, add olive oil and sliced garlic. Oh, I haven't sliced my garlic. You know what? Let's go back a step, because I'm not into slicing garlic, but I am into chopping garlic. So let's just swipe back up. Let's chop this garlic. Set as current step. Who wants to chop up garlic and get garlic fingers? Hey Gwen, lovely to see you on today. Okay, so now we need our oil. Scrape down the sides. We need 30 ounces. This is where we can see it's an American recipe, because you'll see ounces. Now, if you're shopping to this, multiply by 3, add a 0. So we've got 30 ounces. So multiply by 3 is 90. Add a 0, 900. 900 grams approximately. Good morning, Janelle. Lovely to see you on. So I'm just going to do a third of this. I'm going to do 10 ounces. So let's tear this back to 0. I am going to scrape the sides down in a minute to get the rest of that into it. So 10 ounces. It's going to be about a cup of oil. Cup? Yeah, I reckon about a cup. What am I doing? Here we go. Pay attention, Lisa. Numbers, talking. Okay, looks like I'm going a lot less. That's okay. Roll with what you've got. Means I'll have it well infused. So we do want to scrape down the sides. Let's let nothing go to waste. So I've got 4. So I'm doing, what, a fifth of a batch. Hopefully that fills my little jar. I may be doing another batch of this later in the week. That's okay. Maybe I need a different jar as well. That's all right as well. So we now want to cook this off. We want to make sure everything gets cooked off in this oil, okay? That's why I'm scraping down the sides. You want to make sure it's all cooked and infused beautifully. Otherwise, if it's raw, it's going to spoil faster. Let's go next. We're going to heat for 20 minutes at 120 degrees Fahrenheit, which is actually only 60 degrees in Celsius. So it's not a very hot heat. And we're going to press play on that. Now, a couple of hot tips for this recipe. If you go, so after this, it tells you to let it cool to room temperature and strain into your jar. Okay, it tells you to put 1 sprig of rosemary into each sterilized jar and make sure your jar is sterilized. There are tips for sterilizing your jar in this recipe. So you can actually come down. It tells you to pour the cool rosemary oil into the bottle, seal, and put a label on it. If I go to, just go back, actually here, this is where I want to go, back here. If I go now to my tips, you'll see in the tips, it says to prepare the bottles, place water into the mixing bowl, put the bottles upside down in the center and steam for 20 minutes, okay? Or they also tell you how to do it in the oven. So there's multiple ways you can get your jar sterilized. Because we're still 2 weeks out from Christmas, 2 weeks? Yeah, about that. You do want to make sure it's sterilized, okay? Now, if you put olive oil in a fridge, it's going to solidify. So just be mindful that it may look a little different if you decide to put it in a fridge. For this recipe, it says to keep it in the refrigerator until needed, but you will notice as it sits in the refrigerator, it gets chunky bits, solidified bits in it. It's still fine. It's just that the oil has set. Okay, so this is cooking off beautifully. I love how quiet the TM7 is. You can't even hear that it's cooking. I was like, did I push play? Yes, I did. But this is going to be jarred up in a gorgeous bottle, gift tag on, and ready for the hampers this year. As I said, if you don't have rosemary, but you've got chili, you make a chili oil. Or go to that oil section in the supermarket, take a photo of whatever flavors they've got, and you can make them. You have a Thermomix. Use this as a base, okay? You know that you chop the flavors, you put it with the oil, you cook it, you cool it, you strain it, you bottle it. It's as simple as that. How cool is that? And it's so achievable when we got a Thermomix. And you can do 6 bottles with it when you have a full amount of oil. Obviously, I don't. I may find a smaller bottle. So if you've got questions, reach out. I'd love to hear from you. If you want to get your hands on the TM7, I'd love to hear from you. If you live in Australia, I can help you with that. I can send you a link to purchase and I can make sure you get the very most out of it. I am passionate about making sure you do. That's why I'm here every day of the week. But yeah, if you've got questions as you make things, reach out. Can't wait to see your photos you take as you make these recipes along the way. Do be sharing those photos. I love to see them. But otherwise, take care, and I'm going to see you in the next video soon. Bye for now.